Drug Treatment Facility by Zara Roberts. Drug Use and Abuse, Cohort 318, Professor Galen Stevenson, June 26, 2016. Crash Community Resources and Self-Help. The mission of Crash is a nonprofit organization committed to helping people start a new life of recovery. The Crash program has facilitated alcohol and other drug abuse preventions and rehabilitation by providing short-term and long-term residential treatment, day treatment, outpatient recovery services, and community education. The Crash approach involves working together with various community groups, organizations, services, and community leaders to bring the issue of alcohol and drug abuse to the forefront. Education, treatment, information, and community involvement are all integral components of Crash's strategy for fighting alcohol and drug abuse. Each Crash program is committed to philosophy of believing in the client while teaching them to believe in themselves. Crash Inc. Community Resources and Self-Help is one of the oldest providers of alcohol and other drug services in San Diego County. Founded in 1970, Crash Inc. recently celebrated 40 years as a community-based nonprofit organization dedicated to helping substance abusers regain their self-esteem and become clean, sober, productive, self-sufficient members of the community. There are 3 types of treatment facilities offered by Crash. There's Short-Term 1, which is an intensive 90-day residential treatment program for all adult males. The focus is on individual responsibility for recovery and productive reentry into the community. Clients participate in the individual recovery planning and counseling, group problem-solving exercises, vocational services, alcohol and other drug education, and workshops on relapse prevention. Family nights supervise parent-child visitation and recreational and social activities, and continuing aftercare services are also important elements in the program design. Short-Term 2 is an intensive 90-day residential treatment program for adult females. The focus is on individual responsibility for recovery and productive reentry into the community. Clients participate in individual recovery planning and counseling, group problem solving exercises, vocational services, alcohol and other drug education, and workshop on relapse prevention. Family nights supervise parent-child visitations, recreational and social activities, and continuing aftercare services are also important elements of the program design. As you can see, Short-Term 1 and Short-Term 2 are both very similar, the difference being that they are designed for males or females only, which assist in the recovery process because there's no outside drive for them. Bill Dawson Residential Recovery Program. This is the long-term 4 to 6 months or longer adult co-ed residential treatment program. This utilizes the therapeutic community model. The comprehensive and holistic approach of the program is designed to encourage and help affect positive changes within the residential client. The environment is highly structured and includes individual and group counseling, vocational and educational services, socializing and skill recovery planning, relapse prevention, supervised family nights, and a continuing aftercare component. Program funding. Program funding from Crash has multiple different ways that they receive funding for their program. Crash Inc. is funded in part by the County of San Diego Health and Human Services. Also accept memorial gifts, monetary gifts in honor of a life lost. Other than monetary donations, they also receive goods. This includes clothing, toiletries, dressers, books, mattresses, sheets, etc. All those things that are necessary for daily living from their clients. They also receive cash, just as regular cash donations. This could be from previous clients that they have had that believe that the program helped them so much that they want to provide cash to them, or people who have had family members that received help from them as well. They also are part of the United Way donations. This is where you can set up payments via your job to take out, and they get and you can give directly out of your paycheck to United Way, and they're one of the programs that you can deem as you wanting the proceeds to go to them via United Way. Barriers that this program has. Money is the number one. They provide opportunities for donations. They also have volunteers that assist with intake services, teach patient job placement skills, assist in recreational activities, and provide maintenance to their facilities. Money is a key component needed in order to keep the program going, and so these are the ways that they offset the cost for the program. Location. Conditions around the treatment site may also influence the treatment outcome. Unfortunately, a lot of nicer communities do not want these treatment facilities in their neighborhoods, which is completely understandable, seeing as how there are always the relapse issues that can come in hand with it, or people leaving the program and relapsing. So that can cause theft within the communities and things like that. So the majority of the locations for this program crash are in areas where there is already a drug problem. So that definitely will create a barrier for the people in recovery, because they can always just leave the program, go out on the street, down the street from where the facilities are, and get high. Ethical considerations. Public participation, community involvement. Clients are encouraged to participate in community activities. Social obligations. Participation in community resource and services. Client welfare. This helps empower and enable them to deal with life without the use of alcohol and other drugs. Client self-determination. They provide information and referrals for additional services. This can be for while the client's still in the program or once they have completed the program and are out on their own. This provides them additional areas where they can go and get assistance while they're in their home. Preventing harm. They provide a clean and sober living environment. This means that there should not be any drugs within this facility that the person can abuse, such as the ones that they're being treated for, which may be heroin, cocaine, crack, meth, anything like that. Impacts on the community. This organization recognizes the problem of an individual with a history of multiple substance abuse, meaning that most abusers will be using more than one type of drug. So they recognize the fact that they may be using cocaine in conjunction with heroin, and so they're treating both of them at the same time. AIDS and family recovery. A very big impact on a community is family bonding. So if you have a strong family bond, then of course your community is going to be a safer environment because they recognize everybody as family. So learning how the family has coped with having a substance abuser as a family member is crucial, not only to understanding the origins of the abuse, but also to maximize the chances for successful treatment. Quick access for those who are ready for treatment. The NIH advises people need to have quick access to treatment. So this means that if a person's ready to get help, that they can just go immediately and get the help instead of having to go through a bunch of red tape in order to get treatment, which may then cause them not to want to get treatment anymore. This brings money into the community by shopping at local venues like the grocery store. Staff and participants, informants, were selected because of their food services responsibilities, including food inventory and procurement, menu planning, and food preparation. This is all something that is very crucial to a person's recovery, because if you have a healthy diet, of course, you're going to feel healthier inside and you're not going to want to put the chemicals into your body. These are a list of my references. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.